Hello everybody, welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear and I am the Director of Operations for BNI Arizona, and every single week I come to you with a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So please make sure to go into your BNI Connect app and log this CEU so that way you can get credit for it on the power of one. It is the easiest CEU that you guys can get, because outside of this CEU, each one is 1 hour of learning time. So take advantage of the CEU and log it, guys. So we are still in the middle of Member Extravaganza and Bendigo, so make sure to keep inviting your amazing professionals. It really is a gift to give the opportunity of BNI to someone who is looking to grow their business, because there's a lot of advantages, both personally and professionally, that those professionals can take advantage of what BNI has to offer. As a reminder, guys, to qualify for the Member Extravaganza and Bendigo, it is new members, not returning BNI members, not representative changes, but new BNI members whose applications have been dated between April 1st and May 31st. We've had a couple questions about some recent updates, and it could have been because their application came in prior to April 1st. So that's the biggest thing that we want to make sure, and what I've been educating on for over a month now, guys, is its applications dated between April 1st and May 31st. So make sure to get those applications in before the end of the month. We will allow membership committees 2 weeks after that May 31st cutoff date to process those applications, so that way they qualify for Member Extravaganza and Bendigo. So I will be sending an updated email today with where each chapter stands as far as status, as well as our list of sponsors. So if you don't see your name in the list of sponsors and you sponsored a brand new member into BNI whose application dated April 1st through May 31st, please reach out to me and I'll make sure that your name is updated in the report and updated on the profile. Sometimes we found that if the new member doesn't put who they were invited by on the application, that sponsor spot in BNI Connect is left blank. But great news is we can easily update that information. So I just wanted to give you guys that update, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Now today's education is really a little bit more about BNI, because we've had a lot of newer members come into BNI Arizona recently, so I wanted to make sure that everyone knew kind of all of these support levels that our region has to offer. If you didn't know, BNI is a franchise organization. We have multiple franchises all over the US, and we actually have 3 franchises here in Arizona. So what we call BNI Arizona consists of chapters from Buckeye to Queen Creek, South Phoenix, up to Flagstaff, and we even have all of northern Arizona. Now the other 2 BNI franchises, we have one in Yuma who is owned by BNI Corporate, and then we have one in Tucson owned by Bill and Chrissy Ballard. So just wanted to make sure you guys knew that, because if you go to bniarizona.com, if you need connections in Tucson or Yuma, those are going to be on a separate website, because BNI Arizona is our just region where we have all of the chapters in between those 2 franchises. So I wanted to let you guys know that. So one of the things that they talked about at the BNI conference was kind of the chart of the support levels in BNI. So I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of all of the different levels to BNI, especially BNI Arizona. So at the top of this pyramid, what do you think is at the top? It is you guys as the members. So BNI is all for the members, guys. Everything we do is to make it easier to be a member, to support you guys, to support your business. So it all starts with the members of the organization. Now, the next level to this is leadership and support team roles. So a chapter can't run and function by itself, right? You need these leadership and support team roles to help facilitate the BNI processes and the accountability and all of these amazing things. we will be going into leadership and support team transition, guys, starting next month. So stay tuned for more details. I'm not going to dive into all the information today, but stay tuned because we will be looking to have you guys nominate yourselves and nominate your peers for upcoming leadership and support team roles to help facilitate and support your chapter for the next BNI year. So our BNI year is from October 1st to the end of September, and we always start the transition process in June because it does take a lot of time for our current leadership team to interview candidates for the incoming leadership team and support teams and to get everyone trained and ready to go to make a smooth transition for the chapter for October 1st. So that next level of support, guys, is our leadership and support team. So who's there to support our leadership and support team? It's our directors. So our chapter director, guys, are there to help support you within your BNI journey. So if you've noticed, your BNI chapter's director visits you guys every month. So make sure to reach out to them if you have any BNI questions or need any type of support. We have about 60 different directors on my team, and they are incredible and huge resources for BNI. A couple times throughout the year, we do interview new candidates to add to our director team, so I can definitely let you know more if you're interested in being on my team to help support your fellow members in other chapters. So that's that next support. Then we have the executive team. And so that is myself. I am the lead over the directors and help support them and support you. So even though it is different levels, we're all here to work together as a team to help support everyone through the BNI journey. So I help support all of our directors, and I'm the director of operations for all of our active chapters. And I'm going to touch on our non-active chapters next. So, and then above me to help support everything involved, guys, is our the owners, the franchise owners of BNI Arizona, who is Nate and Kelly Dominguez. And Nate Dominguez is a current member of the BNI Paragon chapter to where he represents BNI Arizona. So doing what you guys do on the member level, but he's also helping support in many aspects of the BNI franchise for our region. So this is kind of the levels of support that you guys have within BNI Arizona. Now, in addition to our active chapters, and then we also have, of course, kind of BNI corporate at the tippy top. We do connect with BNI corporate. BNI Connect tech support is part of BNI corporate. So if you need tech support with getting logged into BNI Connect and BNI Business Builder, that's all on that BNI corporate level. And again, additional levels of support. Now, in addition to our active chapters, we also have brand new launching chapters around town. I think we have about 10 new chapters that are in the process of forming to become a active chapter, to become part of this support. And so our levels of support for our launch side is we have all of our, what we call core members. So our core members are part of our core group, meaning they are in launching chapters, so they're not active yet, but they're in the process. So our core members are who we're helping support. Now, in this process, they don't have a leadership or support teams yet, but once they get into that stage to where they've hit at least 17 new members, then we'll help them form that leadership and support team level of support. But in addition to that, we also have our launch team. And if I could spell, that'd be even better. Our launch team. So our launch team consists of directors and launch specialists that help support these core members in their BNI journey to launch this new chapter. We are also always looking for more launch team members to help support these new chapters in their growth. And we can give you more details on what that looks like, time commitment, all that good stuff. So reach out to me if you're interested in that launch team aspect. We've sent out several emails in the past. Nate has sent out several emails letting everyone know that we're hiring for different launch team specialists. So let us know if you're interested, because we're always looking to add to that team. And I believe the next training for our launch team is in July, so it's coming up really quickly. Our next training for our incoming director team will be later in the year in October, so we're always interviewing members for that as well. And then again, our executive team on the launch side is Carolyn Sabornik and Kim DeHaan. So they are both our business development team, to where they help support our new chapters launching. So once the new chapter launches, they then move over to this active chapter status, to where they get all of these different levels of support. And then the owners, of course, are still additional support for Kim and Carolyn on the launch side. So there's a lot of different moving parts to BNI Arizona, and I didn't think that enough people knew about all of the different levels of support that go on behind the scenes, because a lot of times we're so entrenched in the weekly member and leadership and support team details and information that we forget all of these extra people that are also here to help support you in your BNI journey. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to me anytime. The best way to get a hold of me is via email, Kristen@bniarizona.com, and I believe that's it. Oh, and of course, if you guys didn't know, in addition to all of these main support members, we have hired some additional support. So Ken Keegler is our conflict challenge specialist. So he is an additional support member for our leadership teams. So that way, if your chapter is coming across any type of conflict or challenge, Ken Keegler is your guy. Or if you're a member and you come across a conflict or challenge and you're unsure about what direction to take as far as that particular situation, you can also reach out to Ken, and he can give you some additional details on whether or not to move forward with connecting with that leadership and support team for your chapter. So again, if you have any questions about any of the information I provided today, let me know. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's edition of Wisdom Wednesday. And remember, stop this video and record one chapter education unit for watching. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.